Ever felt like everyone's staring at you after you spill your drink or mess up a presentation? Perhaps you tripped walking into a room, or maybe you just had a bad hair day and felt like all eyes were on you. Well, newsflash, they're probably not. This common feeling is a prime example of a fascinating psychological phenomenon. Welcome to the spotlight effect, the sneaky brain bias that makes us think we're the star of everyone's attention. It's that persistent feeling that you are under constant scrutiny, with your every action, appearance, or mistake being magnified in the eyes of others. This cognitive bias can significantly influence our daily interactions and self-perception.
Behind every moment lies a scientific wonder. I'm Kale, and welcome to SciCurious, where curiosity meets science.
Psychologists Thomas Gilovich and Kenneth Savitsky coined this term in the late 1990s after realizing how much people overestimate how noticeable their mistakes are. Their research demonstrated that people consistently overestimate how much attention others pay to them, highlighting a significant gap between perceived and actual attention from others. This effect stems from our natural tendency to view the world from our own perspective. Our brains basically act like there's a literal spotlight on us 24/7, highlighting every awkward move, every bad hair day, every stuttered word, or even a small stain on our shirt. We tend to anchor our perceptions of others' awareness to our own, assuming everyone else is as focused on us as we are on ourselves. This egocentric bias makes us believe our flaws and missteps are constantly under observation. Here's the truth. People are way too busy thinking about their own spotlights to notice yours. They are preoccupied with their own lives, concerns, and self-perceptions, often failing to fully realize that others are not as focused on them as they are on themselves. This means that the small things you worry about are often completely overlooked by others. Researchers from Cornell University tested this by having participants wear embarrassing t-shirts, specifically ones featuring Barry Manilow. The wearers thought half the room noticed, estimating about 50% of observers would see it, but in reality, only about 10% did. This study vividly illustrates the significant overestimation of how much attention others pay to us, proving that our perceived scrutiny is often far greater than the actual attention we receive. So why does this happen? The brain loves to anchor perception around itself. This is called egocentric bias, a fundamental human tendency to view the world from one's own perspective. Because individuals are most familiar with their own thoughts and feelings, they tend to project that level of self-awareness onto others, assuming others are equally focused on them. It's not vanity, it's just how our minds process the world, from a first-person point of view. We assume everyone else is seeing what we're seeing, and that they are as aware of our internal state and minor imperfections as we are. This cognitive bias leads us to believe that our actions and appearance are under constant, intense observation, even when they are not. And it's not just about embarrassment. The spotlight effect can make us avoid risks, like speaking up in class, wearing something bold, or sharing creative ideas, because we think we'll be judged. This fear of judgment can lead to increased self-consciousness and anxiety in social situations, causing individuals to hold back from expressing their true selves or pursuing opportunities. Ironically, that same fear stops us from standing out positively. We might hesitate to showcase our talents, share innovative thoughts, or even wear an outfit we love, all because we anticipate a level of scrutiny that simply isn't there. This can lead to decreased authenticity and missed opportunities for personal growth and connection. Here's the freeing part. Once you realize people aren't watching as closely as you think, you can start living a little lighter. Understanding that most people are preoccupied with their own lives and concerns can alleviate the pressure to constantly perform or worry about minor imperfections. This realization can be incredibly liberating, allowing you to focus more on your own experiences rather than perceived external judgments. Confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about knowing most people are too wrapped up in their own thoughts to critique yours. It's about understanding that what others think of you does not define your worth, and that their attention is often fleeting and self-centered. This perspective allows you to act more authentically and with greater ease in social situations, knowing that the intense scrutiny you imagine is largely a product of your own mind. So next time you blush after tripping or saying something awkward, remember, you're not on stage and the crowd isn't watching. That small stain on your shirt or that momentary stumble is likely going unnoticed by the vast majority of people around you. They are far too busy with their own internal narratives and concerns to dwell on your minor missteps. The only spotlight shining that bright is the one in your head. This internal spotlight, fueled by egocentric bias, creates an illusion of constant observation. Recognizing that this intense focus is self-generated can help you dim that imaginary light and reduce the pressure you feel to be perfect, allowing for greater peace and self-acceptance. Everyone's too busy starring in their own movie, so don't waste your energy playing a role in one you're not even cast in. Instead of constantly seeking approval or worrying about perceived judgments, redirect that energy towards your own goals and passions. Embrace your individuality and understand that others are primarily concerned with their own narratives, not yours. Step out of the imaginary spotlight and into real life. It's much less dramatic out here. By challenging your assumptions, focusing outward, and practicing mindfulness, you can reduce self-consciousness and live more authentically. This shift in perspective allows you to engage with the world more freely, without the burden of constant self-monitoring and the fear of judgment. You're not being watched nearly as much as you think. Promise. This understanding can lead to increased confidence, reduced anxiety, and a greater sense of freedom in your daily life. Embrace the reality that most people are preoccupied with their own lives, and allow yourself to simply be, without the pressure of an imagined audience.
Science is everywhere if you just know where to look. Thanks for watching SciCurious. Until next time.